last week we took a look at and studied the descending wing. So this week we kick off with a reflection of last week, descending elbowing wing, or the pensa codo ala ascendente. In this particular development, the idea is to open the opponent up. As you all well know by now, there are many more ways in which we can exploit this movement, but here in this exercise the objective is to open and enter. Once again, these three insert shots help you to see the mechanics a little clearer. In this exercise the boys smash and enter with the codo ala descending, but in the process finish up on the ground and then continue to receive kicks from the opponents, which are subsequently destroyed with the pensa codo ala. This work continues to show us that the elbow really is a formidable weapon with unlimited potentials. We just need to have our minds clean and open enough in order for us to investigate and discover new ways of developing. Again, here is the work in isolation so you can see it more clearly. The next development investigates luxotobio pica. This is just another of the many possibilities that we can find whilst trying to destroy the leg and the foot. Be careful, as it's easy to catch the ankle by accident. Just look how much work there really is, even in the early days. And for this reason, it's impossible that we can ever own or understand everything. It would be nice to think so, but there's just too many variables. You look how the essence is to transit wrench and not stop and lock. In this exercise, the boys attack the same way, but this time use the opposite knee to trap the opponent's ankle. This gives us a different angle and line of attack, and as always, it's a consequence of the moment. We talk every week about being able to use one thing, but in many areas. Well, this is so true of everything. We need to understand the application potentials of everything we study. The technical learning is the easy bit, the rest is a little bit more difficult. Look how Hustler uses the opposite knee to trap the ankle. In this first development with the focus, the boys concentrate on the first attack of the opponent's ankle. Everything else is being carried forward with us, so be sure to catch all the areas of work. You look how we are trying to create a big damage on the high line of the opponent even when on the ground, plus continue to destroy the legs and ankles as we leave. This mental approach is essential if we are to wake up our instinctive action-reaction process. In these next two shots, the boys are basically doubling up on the destruction of the control 5 and the ankle wrench. Plenty of hands-on training with this particular development will help us to absorb the transit wrench process and help steer us away from the stop and lock mentality. As always, these exercises should stress us a little. This tests the limits of our minds regarding the information that we have or think we've absorbed. Over time, we will need to think about what we're doing less and less, and instead we will feel the moment. But until the work is flowing through our veins, we must continue to cultivate everything. See you all next week for Class 21. Enjoy and have fun.